Good morning, class 12. Welcome back to our online classes. So, after completing linear programming, chapter 12, today we'll start new chapter, chapter number 13, probability. In grade 9, in grade 10, up to grade 11, you have studied probability. Now, in grade 12, we have a bit advanced, right? So, the first thing that we have in grade 12 is conditional probability. See, children, you are pretty aware about the fact that whenever an event happens, an event is occurring, definitely it is the outcome of a particular experiment. So terms like sample space, sample point, simple event, compound event, you are familiar with, quite familiar with. Today we start conditional probability. Let us understand it by the help of a definition. Events A and B are such that the event A occurs first and it influences the occurrence of the later event B. The probability of occurrence of B is conditional, and it is represented as probability of B given that event A has occurred. Okay. Now let us understand conditional probability. Say I will give you a statement. If it rains, I will not go to school. So here there are two events. One of the events is occurrence of rainfall. Second event is myself going to the school. So there is a condition. My arrival at the school depends upon the rainfall, right? So the first event is A, that is occurrence of rainfall. Second event is B, I am going to school. So my arrival at the school, it depends whether it's raining or it's not raining, right? So this is how you can understand the conditional probability, the events, right? Suppose someone says, if he helps me out, I can crack this exam. So there are two events, person A helping or not helping person B, and person B appearing in the examination. Will be able to crack the examination or will not be able to crack the examination. Okay, so probability of B given that A has occurred first. So the probability of B will be conditional. It is subjected to the occurrence of A, right? And how it is given? Probability of B after the occurrence of A is equal to probability of A intersection B upon the probability of unconditional event A. This is the conditional probability. Everything can be derived from the information that is given in the question. So once again I will repeat the definition, then we will understand it better by the help of an example. Events A and B are such that, two events A and B, such that event A occurs first and event B occurs later. This event A which has occurred first, it is influencing the occurrence of later event. जो बाद में हो रहा है उसको, it's influencing B. So the probability of B will be conditional. Condition is applicable whether A is happening or not, or if it is happening, to what extent it is influencing the occurrence of event B. Okay, right? You got it. Let us understand by the help of an example. When a fair pair of dice is rolled, what is the probability of one of the dice shows 4. Okay, now there are two events. One is when we are rolling a fair pair of dice, the numbers that occur on the top, the sum of those numbers should be equal to 9. This is one of the events. Another event is one of the dice shows 4. Out of those two dice, one of the dice, first one or second one, whatsoever it is, it shows the number 4. Now its question says given that, this is the condition. This is the condition. So occurrence of 4 on one of the dice is pure unconditional event is happening. This occurs first. Now getting a sum of 9, this is conditional. This occurrence of 4, it is influencing this event. So let us consider event A. One of the dice shows 4. Okay? N of A. Now how many possible outcomes are there for 4? One of the dice shows 4. So it is 1 4, 2 4, 3 4, 4 4, 5 4, 6 4. When 4 is on the second line, if 4 is on the first line, 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 4 has happened, 4 5, 4 6. How many? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Next, B. What is B? Sum is 9. So how do we get a sum of 9? It can be 3 6 or 6 3. It can be 4 5 or 5 4. Is there any other possibility for getting it for 9? No, these are the possible outcomes. How many? 4. Now what is A intersection B? Number of sample points for A intersection B. In both the sets, the common elements are taken 4 5, 5 4. Only 2, 4 5, 5 4. Now the experiment is rolling a pair of dice. So sample points. There are 36 sample points. Okay. Now what does the formula say? Probability of B given that A occurs first is probability of A intersection B upon probability of unconditional event that is happening A. So probability of A intersection B, odds in favor of A intersection B upon sample space. So 11 upon, A intersection B, 4 upon 36 divided by probability of A is 11 upon 36. 36 cancel. What are we left with? 4 upon 11. So this is how we find a conditional probability, right? I hope you understood this question. Let's move ahead. So in conditional probability, we can say out of these two events A and B, B is dependent. It depends upon the occurrence of A and A is independent. It doesn't depend on any other event. So the formula was probability of B after the occurrence of A is equal to probability of A intersection B upon probability of A. Now if I cross multiply, what do I get? Probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A dot probability of B after the occurrence of A. This is multiplication theorem. The first theorem that you have, multiplication theorem. Okay. Now, what do you mean by A intersection B? A intersection B, probability of A intersection B means the simultaneous occurrence of both A and B. Simultaneous occurrence, एक साथ होना. Simultaneous occurrence of both A and B. This is the literal meaning of the expression probability of A intersection B. Now this is multiplication theorem. What if A and B are independent events? Then if they are independent, neither A depends upon the occurrence of B nor B depends upon the occurrence of A. In that case, probability of A intersection B is simple probability of A dot probability of B. When A and B are independent events, in that case, probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A dot probability of B. When B depends upon A, then probability of A intersection B is probability of A dot probability of B after the occurrence of A. It may happen that A depends upon B. So this will be, in that case, probability of B dot probability of A after the occurrence of B. Right? So this was conditional probability and multiplication theorem. Okay children, please go through the NCERT textbooks, the language that is given, whatsoever it is, the theorems. Please develop the habit of going through the textbooks. Okay? And try to get the concept, whatever is happening in the class, it should be matched with what is given in the NCERT textbooks. If you find any difficulty, you are free to come forward with your doubts. Okay? Further more questions we shall discuss in the next class about dependent and independent events, and also we will solve some questions based on conditional probability and multiplication theorem.